Hello dear traders, I'm Maria Stradup and this is the review of crypto analytics from fx.co. It's the 13th of February, today Monday, and in our today's review, the pressure on the cryptocurrency market is increasing now from the Securities and Exchange Commission. Bitcoin ended the last trading week with a correction, and should we expect a further decline? And what's happening with Ethereum? Let's start. We will start with an article by Artem Petrenko and Bitcoin first. January was the first truly bullish month for Bitcoin. As you will remember, the price updated a multi-month high, and at the same time, it caused several problems in the market. It was overheated, as we'll remember. And subsequently, Bitcoin moved into a consolidation phase, which ended with a false breakdown of price levels within 22,800, 23,400 range. And starting from the 2nd of February, Bitcoin moved downward. And as of February 10th, it lost 9% of capitalization. And the price has fallen below the 22,000 level. So what's the fundamental background? Let's discuss. Bitcoin continues to move in parallel with S&P 500 index, which also formed a bold red candle, and this confirms the dependence of Bitcoin on the stock market and the global economy. And according to Morgan Stanley's forecasts, investment interest in risky assets has reached levels at which usually S&P begins a sell-off. And considering the past bearish forecasts from leading banks, we are probably approaching the start of long S&P correction. Also, one more factor is current forecasts about the final rate hike, which will be above forecasts. Analysts expected the final peak at 5%, and now they think about 6%. One more factor is the serious activation of the Securities and Exchange Commission's interest in the crypto industry. And recently there were reports that one of the largest US crypto exchanges agreed to stop staking operations to resolve the conflict with the commission. So what's happening on the chart? Let's have a look at the technical picture. So despite the growing advantage of sellers, Bitcoin held within the 22,800, 23,400 range. However, the lower boundary of the range was finally broken, and the S&P 500 index declined alongside Bitcoin and triggered a breakdown of the 22,800 level by Bitcoin. Then the price of the cryptocurrency followed to the level 22,300, which was the final result of bear pressure. As a result of the breakdown of this level, the price went into free fall to the nearest support to 21,800. Bitcoin has formed the largest red candle since the beginning of November, as well as a bearish engulfing pattern. And at the moment of Friday, the midday of Friday, it was consolidating near 21,800 level, the support zone passes. So the next strong support zone is seen at 21,300, 21,600 area. and most likely the price of the cryptocurrency will follow exactly to these marks. The further movement of Bitcoin will depend on buyers' reaction to these levels. So, as a result, Artem says that yes, Bitcoin is in a corrective movement, but the situation is still bullish. The market is overheated and it needed to retreat locally. So if the seller's reaction to the 21,300 and 21,600 levels is strong, the decline will stop. A powerful reaction to these levels will be an impulsive price movement and successful consolidation above 22,300. In such a scenario, if such a scenario is implemented, the correction will end and the price will continue to update new highs. Otherwise, in the second type of scenario, after the breakdown of 21,300 level, Bitcoin will continue to move towards 20,300, 600 area. Okay, let's have a look at the charts for the moment. It's the 13th of February today, and what do you see? All over the weekend, Bitcoin was above 21,600 all over the Saturday. Then on Sunday it went a little higher, over 21,800. Then again a little higher. Then at the end of yesterday it started to decline, and it opened today at 21,762, and now it is trading at 21,850. So it looks like the first scenario. The price really held above that very levels, and already the first point, 21,600, was enough to go up. It even during the weekend, the price didn't even reach 21,300. However, for successful upward movement, it needs to hold above 22,300 level. However, so far it hasn't reached it yet. Okay, and now let's move to another article by Jakub Novak. Meanwhile, the pressure on the cryptocurrency market is increasing now from the Securities and Exchange Commission. And recently, the member of the commission, Hester Pierce, publicly criticized the organization's persecution of the cryptocurrency industry, calling it paternalistic and lazy, and questioning whether a hostile regulator is the best course of action for the sector. Let me remind you that the exchange was accused of engaging in an unauthorized offer and sale of securities through its lending platform in the Commission's action against Kraken, which was settled without admitting or denying wrongdoing. And according to Pierce, this was not the primary issue that required attention. Whether someone accepts or disagrees with this view, the more important question, she says, is whether the Securities and Exchange Commission must grant permission for such operations or not. She added that applying enforcement actions in this situation is not ethical or effective form of regulation. And more recently, the Congress, the White House, and Securities and Exchange Commission Chairman Gary Gensler have asked for tougher regulation of the cryptocurrency sector to restrict the growth of the cryptocurrency business. He and his team have already started to take more aggressive action than the Department of Justice or politicians. Okay, such news, and again about regulation, such an actual question nowadays. And now let's say a couple of words about Ethereum and what's happening with the second cryptocurrency. So let's have a look at the chart. Jakob says that again, there are two scenarios. The breakdown of the nearest resistance of 1604 is what Ether buyers are concentrating on, and this will be enough to keep the bullish trend going. Then the probability, then it causes the growth to a maximum of 1758 if there is a consolidation over 1690, then the area 1819 will be further target. And another variant, another scenario is where if the pressure on the instrument is increased, the level of 1534 will be in play, just below which is 1410 is seen. And if it succeeds, the trading instrument will rise to a minimum of 1320 and probably 1260. Okay, let's have a look at the chart of Ethereum for the moment. And what do we see? It's the 13th of February, and Ethereum opened today at 1513, and now it is trading at 1519. So it looks like the second scenario. Of course, it's far below that very resistance 1604, and moreover it already broke that very mark 1534. So according to Jakob, it is declining and it will be declining further, and the next target is 1410. Okay, this is all for today. I wish you profitable trading, a successful start of the new trading week, and we will see each other now next review tomorrow. See you soon and have a nice day.